e-commerce business owners often have a hard time parting with slow turning inventory. What's the harm in holding on to inventory until someone buys it?
Yeah, so inventory is meant to turn over. If inventory is not turning, meaning you're not selling it, then you're just not making any additional money. You're not making profit. You need that profit to survive. So a lot of times people grow these emotional attachments to their inventory. They buy inventory because they believe it's going to be successful. They may buy too much of it. They may buy the wrong kind. They may buy it through speculative rationale, meaning they think that certain things are going to be responded to well by their market and maybe they're not. But you need to be very draconian in how you approach inventory that seems to accumulate and you're not turning quickly enough. You need to get rid of it, even if it's at a break even or even a loss, because it could be cash instead of inventory that's just sitting there. So that's a key thing for small e-commerce and micro e-commerce companies to realize. I often tell my clients to picture all the inventory on their shelves as piles of cash. You need them to be piles of cash, and then you want those piles of cash to grow in the form of profit. So having it in the form of inventory is just doing you no good. So how do you know if you have too much inventory? A lot of ways to measure it. You can get down some deep rat holes on this, but really in a nutshell, look at how many units of any particular item are you selling per month, and then how much do you have on the shelf? So if you're moving 100 pieces of something per month and you've got 600 pieces on the shelf, you've got about 6 months worth of inventory of that item. Very general rule of thumb, think somewhere in the neighborhood of 2 to 4 months worth is about right for most items. Again, it depends on a lot of things, and I get into detail on this with in my blog from August 2020 on inventory. But come up with whatever your measure is on a SKU level of how much is the right amount, and stick to it. And make sure that you don't overorder, and don't let too much of that inventory sit on the shelf in the form of inventory. You want that to be moving, kind of like blood through your veins. You want that inventory to be circulating on a pretty aggressive basis.